Season 62, War number 5, to we've matched up against next, and the bands are Apocalypse, Onslaught, Serpent, Carolina Dean, and Kushala. And my team today is going to be Lumitrix, Dark Phoenix, and Bastion. Cool to see Dark Phoenix back. Haven't been able to play her in War in a good while, and she was pretty helpful for me in the tactic before this one. With the power detonations. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was like Fantastic or something, but she was pretty good for that. And yeah, we have a couple fights with her this war, starting with this Red Skull here, which we're just going to use her one-hit heavy attack to barely gain a combo meter, so we barely gain the falter, and we can just pulverize away the armors against Red Skull very easily just by using the heavy, which we can get the heavy punish if I whiff a light before, or just counter his special one with my heavy. Yeah, plenty of ways to do it, and then we just kind of burn him down with the Nova Flames. I'm going to go for a special 2 here to get the Fury, which probably didn't need to do. Could have just spammed special 1s, but this is fine as well. So I'm going to go ahead and heavy attack, and then I'm going to catch him with a special 2 here. And then, yeah, he was rooted for it, and then we get the Fury. And then the Nova Flame hits harder because of the Fury, of course, and then that's a 60k heavy attack to finish the fight off, so pretty nice. Now we're going to move on to fight Void on node 15, and this one is pretty simple, except it's not going to me because I don't remember why, but I use a bunch of potions after it, and I feel like I used a bunch of potions after this entire war. This war was very not clean for me, but whatever. We'll see more fights, and you'll understand why. Probably should have used a PS1 to get 3 bars faster. I think that would have made this fight a lot easier, and it'll have me a lot healthier at the end. But unfortunately, that's not what I did, so, oh well. Oh yeah, and then my evade failed because he used the agility. That's why this fight went so bad. I remember now. Yeah, so his 30% agility debuff, of course, failed my evade. And then I'm going to go for it here, and it actually lands. I don't even think I knew in the moment why it failed. I was just like, what the hell? And now I'm just ticking down because of the debuffs, and I'm just not doing great. But we're going to kill him. It's just... yeah, I'm at 34% at the end of the fight, and potions are expensive because the value of them hasn't increased in like over a year now. So, pretty cool stuff. But we're going to move on to Section 2 now, where I'm on Path 9, and I'm going to fight this Quicksilver here. And then this fight goes decently until it doesn't, and you'll know very fast when it doesn't. But yeah, I'm going to get 5 poisons on me there, but doesn't really matter with Bastion, it's actually just healing, so not complaining at all. I can heavy punish his special 1 with my heavy attack, because Bastion's heavy reach is ridiculous, so it's pretty nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop a special 2 here. I have the tech power backs, which is awesome, and then I'm going to go try to punish a heavy, fail to do so, because he recovers from it way too fast, and I should know not to do that, but instead I'm stupid and go ahead and eat the entire special 2, which leaves me at like just over 20%. We kill him, so yay. Yeah, that was horrible. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I know I can't punish that. He recovers way too fast. But we lived, so it's alright. I feel like this entire season I've just been not locked in like I normally am. Like, I'm gonna die not this war, but the next war. It's just like, dude, I'm just not playing good this season at all. But now we're gonna fight this Peni. And yeah, I need to get her to block and remove the force field if I can. Yeah, she decided she wanted to get intercepted, I guess, because yeah, the auto block would trigger then. And then she intercepts me, actually, which is cool. I'm like, dude, can I do anything to get you to block? Not auto block though, like that. So then she finally blocks, and then I can actually remove her shield, which is great. So thanks for taking so long to do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna spam special 1s, I think, this entire fight. I'm just gonna utilize her 1-hit heavy and 1-hit special to barely get any hazard shift bleed on me, if I get any at all. which I don't even know if I get a bleed on me. Oh, and then she special intercepts me. Like, dude, how can the AI get any worse in this fight? And then I accidentally parry, and I'm like, dude. Then she tries to intercept me again. I'm like, hold your freaking block, dude. And then I finish a combo in the block because I'm unstoppable, so I don't really care. And then counter punch through it. And then I have the bleed on me, but it's fine because she goes down right there. Like, oh my goodness, that Peni AI was horrific. So, anyway. Now we're going to go fight this Nico Minoru on node 38. I have Wags here from an alliance mate, so I don't need to worry about the debuff immune node. I do have Wags, right? Yeah, I do. So it's kind of just get to 2 bars and then drop the special ones and she's dead. I believe something goes horrifically wrong, as it would make sense for this war, where it's not as simple as it should be, but we'll see, because I don't remember. Maybe this fight does go fine. I don't remember. I take the special 2 on block, and then I'm going to go for my special 2 right here. And then I need to... Oh, wait. This is annoying, right? So I need to remove the protection. So I do with my special 2 right there. I'm just taking more recoil damage. Oh, does nothing go wrong in this fight? Actually, never mind. This is fine. Because this special 1 finishes her off. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Nothing went wrong in that fight. Tech power backs help a lot. Cool. Now we're going to move on to fight Cassandra Nova on node 40. So this is the Mixmaster one, which, you know, pretty simple with Bastion, because, like, we get the Pursuit on the heavy, and that's kind of Mixmaster gone. I'm still not going to parry in this fight. That's fun. Letting go my heavy just too early. Anyway, yeah, we're still not going to parry in this fight, because I don't want to get the Soul Ball on me. That would be very bad. But I am going to punish her heavy with my heavy, which is pretty simple, and then Dex her special 1, and make sure to not trigger Mixmaster, which isn't that hard, because most of the time I don't need to worry about it at all, because of the Pursuit. So, yeah, I believe in this fight, yeah, I get intercepted right there, and then I get to push to 3 bars. Okay, yep. Naturally, the one time I go for a medium intercept ever, it doesn't pay off because they decide to intercept me. And I never do medium intercepts. I don't know why I decided to do it in that moment, but now I know exactly why I don't do it, because for the love of God, the AI is horrific. Anyway, now we're going to go ahead and counter her special 1 again. And I don't even think I go for the Furies. I think I'm just going to go for my special 1 here. And I believe it does a ridiculous amount of damage. Jeez, that did a lot of damage for no Furies. I guess the recoils made a lot of a difference, because the Furies matter less when you have the recoils on. So yeah, now we're gonna go fight Dust on Hazard Shift Poison Rupture. Bastion's heavy reach again is kind of OP, so we can counter her heavy attack with mine, so the stun immunity matters less. And then I don't know why I didn't punch the heavy at the start. Oh, was I going for that? Maybe I wanted the endurance up early. But I'm watching the sand, so I had to dash back a little bit. And then now I'm trying to get a heavy off again. What am I doing? I don't know what I was doing in this fight. That was lucky. Is a heavy punish not good enough to counter heavy? I don't know. But like, I was very cautious on trying to make sure I had the endurance up at all times, I think. So I was definitely forcing some heavy attacks active early. And then I believe I'm just going to go for my special 2 here without even having the infection up, which only gives me 1 Fury, but it's not that bad. It doesn't make that big a difference. So now I'm just waiting the Rupture phase out. We haven't triggered the infection yet, so I don't really have to worry about the ticking clock. The Fury's ticking, of course, but that's about it. And then I dropped the special 1 without the disintegration, but that was intentional because I needed to get an endurance back, because I noticed the other one I had was falling off soon. And then, do I go for it again with no infection here? I'm going to go for a counter here, and this should kill, so I guess I was just going for the kill shot. So yeah, lose a little bit of health from Rupture, but not really that much. And then we move on to this Modok on node 47. Modok, what the hell? Onslaught. Modok's the next fight. Alright, this is really simple. It's Bastion versus Onslaught, so it's kind of OP. We get the disintegration vulnerabilities, and they make his special one hit like an actual freight train. So, yeah, I'm going to dex a special one here. Don't even go for the punish because I want the fight or flight. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop my special 2, which is going to, with power backs, push me up to a bar of power again. And then heavy attack, and then special 1. And they're doing 55k on each burst. Would have been more if I didn't have to have the Daunteds on me to trigger Inequity. And then he's going to go down right there. That was barely 40 seconds. So yeah, Bastion's very good. Anyway, now we're going to go fight Modok with Lumitrix. This fight is relatively simple. You're not going to get any power in this fight, but it's Lumitrix versus Modok. It's really, really safe. So what we're just going to do is trigger my evade, and then I don't get stun reflected because Lumitrix is stun immune when invisible, and then the invisibility happens before the stun immunity, I guess. So we can just evade, and like the stun doesn't get reflected because we're stun immune. So I just evade into a heavy attack and stuff. And like I said, we don't get any power in this fight, but I don't need it because Lumitrix just hits hard. Do I have the recoils on, or I turned them off? I wonder if it would have been better to run them. I think I was a little bit worried about him reversing my willpower with his special 1 a lot. That was really something I'm not even be worried about. So I probably could have ran recoils in this fight and they would have made it a lot faster since I'm only using basic attacks. But either way, we're still doing like 40k heavies, 40 plus. Because yeah, it's just over 11k on each, so probably around 45,000. And yeah, it's just like use a bunch of heavy attacks and eventually Modok's gonna die. It's really simple. When he has the auto block charge, I just need to make sure that I don't punish the special 1. I go ahead and get the invisibility, and then I'm stun immune and stuff. So that's why like sometimes I don't punish his special. And I'm using a bunch of heavies in this fight to make sure I always have the invisibility off cooldown because I know I'm gonna need it. So yeah, make sure to not have the invisibility on cooldown ever in this fight, and then you'll be pretty fine. So yeah, and then he makes the AI more aggressive, so like if I'm throwing heavies in the air and he's like far away, it's likely that he's gonna run into them. So yeah, it's really simple, really safe. Finish it with like full health. So yeah, we did beat next. Do I have the picture on the screen? I don't now, but I'll probably edit it in. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video.